Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the market's like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. The girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, they never get born. I'm loading my trap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.
Oh, buddy. Is it a Black Monday in crypto? It sure ain't one in equities. I tell you that much. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but we got a lot to talk about. It's a line drawn in the sand. Bitcoin has got to make a decision. And I really feel like the decision has already been made. Unfortunately, for the bulls, is not in your favor. At least it seems that way. We got a nice leg down just about 10:30 this morning. Shout out to all my Bloodalytics traders. I know you guys loving these trades this morning, coming out the gate swinging big time. Big time. Let's get the stream or the screen up to show you guys what I'm talking about. Before we do that, you know I got to tell you to get over to bloodalytics.com and sign your ass up. That's right. Sign up. Sign up right now. Who we got in the chat room? My Crypto Space UK is in the house. Round of applause to you, my friend, my brother from across the pond. We've got some stuff to talk about, my Crypto Space. It's not looking all that great for the bulls right now. It's not looking all that great for the bulls. We take a look at the Scalpalytics Pro signal available to anyone right now. We didn't have a trade to initiate realistically, even during the UK zone, London zone, starting that orange or yellow section right there, the highlighted area at 3:30 this morning. Didn't have a trade to initiate right there because this trade, I personally wouldn't have taken this trade at 8:30 yesterday evening. But if you did, this is why I leave them open for. I don't know what your strategy is when using the Scalpalytics Pro for Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's why I leave all the trades open except the weekend. I don't allow any trades to initiate during the weekend. You'll still have trades that bleed into the weekend, but we won't initiate any new trades during the weekend with Scalpalytics Pro. So Sunday evening, we did initiate a short on Bitcoin, and boy, look at all that money you would have made right there, man. God, you would have made a bank load. But again, I don't trade, not the Scalpalytics Pro. I don't trade that at that time zone. I always suggest trading Scalpalytics Pro during the US and maybe UK, but more specifically, I find a lot of success with trading it during the US zone, 9 o'clock, 9:30, waiting around for some trades to initiate. That would have happened for you right here on Ethereum today. Good God, look at that. Short initiated on Ethereum at 9:19 this morning. Boom, shot a rocket into the trade right there. Took 50% of our profits right there, and still riding the rest down right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Good God, that was an excellent trade. Excellent initiation. Big GZ in the house. What's up, man? Wisdom Bars said, I got my tampon wallet ready to scoop up this bloody Bitcoin. Delicious. Delicious? Oh, man. You on another level, my friend. I see why you got 9 kids now. You on some psychedelic freaking... Man, you on some other stuff around there, boy. Woo! Another level I can't achieve, my friend. I cannot achieve that level of Illuminati sacrificial blood, sacrificial lamb activities you doing in your bedroom, man. Good God Almighty. We got Hoods 610 in the building. Again, I hate that they don't have your actual names. I know who this is. It looks like Ill Cryptmatic, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that avatar looks fairly familiar. Hit that like button as you guys get in here. All right. So as you guys can see here, we've got a nice trade that was initiated on Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro, that is $44.99 a month. No obligation, month to month if you like. We got the yearly. You'll save about 20%. So $108 off. You'll save if you do sign up for the yearly. But yeah, man, this is where it's at. We get trades like this every morning, almost. Just about every damn morning we get trades like this. If the market's moving, we're moving with it. We're moving and grooving with it. We did not have a Bitcoin trade, as I stated earlier, simply because that trade would have initiated at 8 p.m. Sunday, which is open for you. If you were trading the Asian zone going into Monday, you could have taken that and done handsomely well. I only trade the US zone with the Scalpalytics Pro. So this is the trade that I would have recommended you take. Okay. As you guys see, big drop in the markets. What's concerning to me, though, I will have to say what's concerning to me is that we have NASDAQ up. That's what's concerning to me. You guys know that NASDAQ and Bitcoin are highly correlated, about a 0.85 coefficient correlation, or correlation coefficient of 0.8, 0.85, somewhere around there. So almost a 90% correlation. So when I see a decoupling, especially when the decoupling is negative on the Bitcoin side, where NASDAQ is up and Bitcoin is tanking, it's highly concerning to me. It's highly concerning to me. Okay. So I don't know what's going on here, why we're having this decoupling from the NASDAQ, but it is happening. It most certainly is happening. So we got to see and figure out what the hell is going on here with that. All right, we got to see what is going on with that. Now, if we take a look at, I want to take a look at Coin Glass really quickly, because we've been monitoring this. We did unfortunately close November at a negative 3%. I talked about this on my stream that I do from on Fridays on MGBX. Shout out to MGBX really quickly. I do my weekly recap over there, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X only. So make sure you guys go follow MGBX on X. I like that. I got a little jingle to it, huh? And let me bring up there, because they've consolidated their usernames. Let's see. Let me just see something really quickly, guys. I gotta go to let me go to their link tree real quick. Let's see here. Trying to find their global. They consolidated their Twitter, and I just got to find out what it is real quick. The new Twitter is MGBX_global. So this is the one right here, guys. Okay. So go to them over here now. We're going to be streaming from this account going forward as well. I got over 200,000 followers on this one. The English one, they're just kind of getting started, but they've consolidated. So MGBX_global. Subscribe to that X right now. I'll drop a link to it in the chat room really quickly. Subscribe there, because again, every Friday I am doing the weekly recap over on MGBX Exchange. On X only, though, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got my man Eddie Carrington in the building. How many Detroit hats does bro own? Man, as many as you, my friend. Shout out to Eddie Carrington, Flux City. Go check out his channel. He has a real estate channel, big real estate guy here in the city. Go check him out. We're going to be doing some stuff together as well. Earnings are keeping the stock market up. That's all. Gotcha. I can believe that. My guy, for sure. Great observation. I think I agree with you. Earnings and AI, the AI narrative, right? The AI narrative is propping up the stock market. You know, people confuse. they say there's an AI bubble. Sure, there is an AI bubble, but the bubble is not maybe what you think. Like, don't get it twisted. We're at the infancy stage of AI, and in the proliferation or peripheral. How do you say that word? Proliferation of AI into the marketplace. Oh my God, I would put that at like NASDAQ level. Not NASDAQ, but what is it called? What's the browser we used to use back in the day? I should know this. I'm a techie guy. I'm having an old man brain fart right now. Netscape. We're at the Netscape level of AI. That's how early we are in this thing, which is scary. It is very scary, man. Absolutely scary. So don't think because we're in an AI bubble from a investment standpoint means that we can't conflate the two. An investment bubble in AI, sure. A lot of zombie AI companies running around this bad boy. A lot of malinvestment. You got this circle jerk. They say that this going on Wall Street where they're just investing in each other and it's making like a hurricane, a swirl up in valuation. That's happening for sure. So you have to be careful. Definitely, if you're investing in AI, you got to be careful. And this is why I think we see 7 stocks really absorbing all of the capital coming into what you see here, Wall Street, because that's the safest bet. Kimberly Clark agrees to buy Tylenol owner Kenvue in $48.7 billion deal, creating consumer giant. And no antitrust issues there. Not under Trump. Trump gonna let it run, baby. And Trump's gonna let this shit just go. And I wonder why Tylenol is getting sold. I know why. FKJ. Shout out to FKJ. That's a bad artist. I saw him in Central Park over the summer. Great artist. But RFK Jr. is the reason they're scrambling, because they know what they've been hiding for years. They know about the connection to Tylenol and you know what? I'll just say the puzzle disease. So we've got to figure out this. This is to me, guys, you got to be careful here, because this is, to me, the canary in the coal mine, because we need to see why we're seeing the decoupling. And Hyben brought up a good point. Maybe it's not so much a bad thing that Bitcoin is going down. Well, not I shouldn't say a bad thing. Maybe it's not a negative on Bitcoin and the crypto market is going down, but a positive that the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ and other equities are going higher. It's more so that they're going higher because of earnings being, that propping that whole market up, that whole asset class up. It's possible. And I probably have to say I agree with Hyben on that observation. I think he is totally right on that one. Earnings are definitely keeping the stock market propped up, but for how much longer? How much longer can we see the stock market be propped up? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Longer than you can stay solvent. I tell you that much, especially when you got the government printing all this money to keep the thing going. Oh man, this thing can go on for much longer than you think. Much longer. So we got here's my alpha trading chart. So we went short on Bitcoin this morning at 10:30. Took 50% of our profits right there. another 25% right there, and then closed out right there. And now we're starting to see the markets rise back up. I think I'm long XRP, SUI, Solana, and I'm short still Ethereum and BNB. So if we go through and toggle through this, you'll see what I'm saying. I am short Ethereum. I did take a couple of profits here. We took 25% off the table right here, another 50% right here, and we're in the red zone, potentially going back the other way or closing this short. But I was able to capture some profits off this short on Ethereum. Now with Binance, same thing. Went short at 10:30 along with, we went short with Bitcoin, but unfortunately we were not able to close out of this trade. So we did take 25% take profit here and another 50% right here on this trade. And we're back in the red zone, potentially about to close this short out. Again, was able to scrape by a little profits on this trade. Just letting the rest ride. Solana, we're long right now. Okay, we're long on Solana. Went long at 11 roughly. No action yet, so we're just still straight in this whole long right now on Solana. And then let's take a look at SUI. SUI's doing much better, up big time in this SUI trade right now. Haven't taken any profits, but it looks like we might be able to get close to that closeout range, which is about another 0.85% away from current market. So we may be able to get a nice win on SUI. I don't have anything for you though as far as trades we can get in where we fit in right now at time of streaming. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on X as well. I'm streaming right now on X, as you can see. Only 26 people, 27 now watching. Come on now, let's get numbers up, man. Come on, what y'all doing? Get those numbers up. So Red October is over, but November is first trading day of November is not looking all that great either. Gonna be honest with you, not looking all that great either. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. We're at 36, which is surprising. I'll do a refresh, but seeing that we had this drop this morning, I'm wondering if the crypto fear greed index will shift a little bit after today. If we'll get an update on that. I don't know how often they update this. Not too sure. But we're seeing as you can see down in the right hand corner, it seemed to update almost in real time. So yes, it's last updated was 11:08, and we're seeing a slight divergence going on. So price of Bitcoin has rolled over this morning, right? And we are seeing the fear greed index slightly tick higher. So we're getting a divergence going on right now with the fear and greed index and the price of Bitcoin. Who's going to be right ultimately? Who's going to be right? You guys let me know. Are you buying this dip? I'm going to take a look at my macro chart here in a minute and see where the levels are for us, because there are some important levels to take a look at. We take a look here. I'll look at my favorite chart first. Crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. What do we have? At the big drop last hour, big candle going down, and I don't see any support area right here. So I don't know what this bounce. Let's go back and look. Let's just go back and look. So I'm going to go ahead and preemptively draw a horizontal line here and then trace backwards from there and see what we got. So I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Boom, found it right there. This is why we bounced off this line. So we got to bounce off of the 928 line. Damn, we're below $1 trillion in altcoin market cap right now. Yikes. So we got to bounce off of here. That might be a good area, actually. That might be a good area. Let's see if we got another test of that bounce somewhere, that line somewhere else. We do. So this area is a decent area of support at $928 billion market cap on the altcoins. We saw a bounce. We saw a test of this resistance area back in July. We tried a few times, got above it a couple times, got denied, and then we finally peeked our heads above this marker on Sunday, July 13th. And we've been above there ever since. Even though we came back down, we tested it. It's the second bump. Boom. August 2nd, tested it again, bounced off of it. Is it a 3 strikes you're out situation? I'll tell you this. Because we're right here, it's better to go ahead, and we almost touched it here on October 17th. It's almost better to bet that we're going to go higher than to go lower, because your risk reward is sweet. You know, you can buy in this zone, hide your stop loss well below that area. And, you know, you can't trade directly this, but I'm just saying, if you're buying coins, you're buying some of your altcoins, you might want to buy in this region and find that altcoin's V. Its previous V area. And in this case, previous V for the total market would be back in July, right? July. Oh, I'm sorry. August. That's a V. And then we had one back in July, I believe, as well. July 15th region. These are almost like U's, but you get the picture. So you can hide your stop somewhere in however it correlates with. So go back to July for whatever altcoin you're looking to buy, and see if there's a V that formed in that region. You can also check in August 2nd. Go back in that altcoin chart and see if there was a V that formed August 2nd, and hide your stop loss behind that. That way it gives you the risk reward is just favorable and in your hand, instead of trying to short right here where we might get a pump fake and then head higher. I would just buy and put the stop loss somewhere lower, and hopefully we can get a move back up. Not saying that, this is on our way to new highs or nothing like that. I don't see that happening. I said that last week. It might have been on the MGBX live stream. I said, and I'll go to that chart really quick, the Bitcoin chart. I said, big fella, I don't see us going 20% higher by end of the year. I don't see it happening, especially with us having a negative close, negative print for October. Again, going back to that table, we haven't had too many negative prints for October. 3 to be exact. I'm going to exclude this one. I said that, last week. I'm excluding the 12% negative in 12%. Just go ahead and say 13% negative return in October of 2014. Very different market structure, night and day, comparing apples to oranges. Only thing close is 2018. Okay, I'll give you that. We can compare somewhat 2018 to the market structure, and the participants might be more participants now, but still the type of players, very similar to October of 2019. So with that being said, Again, one time is not a pattern. I don't want you to, but I'm just saying we got to at least take this into our consideration. A negative print in October of 2018 gave us a negative, heavily negative print in 2014 or 2018 November. Negative 36%. Yikes. So I just don't see, even if we can somehow break above water, I'm not seeing us being able to make up 20% in 2 months. Just not seeing it. Now, has anybody heard something about what Trump did, or he said something about crypto? Maybe that's the reason why we saw a drop. I didn't see anything. Let me see if I can do a search. Trump. See if he said anything latest. Oh, okay. He said this on 60 Minutes. So Trump had a 60 Minutes interview. I didn't check it out, but I did see it drop online. Let's see. Let's listen to what Trump said about crypto.
One thing. Will we be number one in crypto? Crypto has turned out, and in that sense, I've been right. Crypto's turned out to be a massive industry, if you want to call it that. And I'm very proud to say that we are far and away ahead of China and everybody else. Now, China's getting into it very big right now. If you want to go after people, you're going to kill that industry, and it'll be very bad. Tremendous number of jobs. I campaigned positively on crypto, very openly. I campaigned. Biden campaigned against it. When Biden found out that I was getting like 100% of the crypto vote, which was a lot, he switched totally, and he went in favor of crypto. They went totally in favor. They had many people under indictment. They let them all go. They let them all go. You know that. Many people were under indictment. Biden was a corrupt president. Biden went all in on crypto at the very end because he thought he could get some votes. It didn't work. They voted for me. I want to make crypto great for America. That's the only thing. I don't want to have somebody else have crypto and have China be number one in the world in crypto. Because in crypto, it's a kind of an industry where basically you're going to have number one and you're not going to have a number two. And right now, we're number one by a long shot. I want to keep it that way. The same way we're number one with AI, we're number one with crypto. And I want to keep it that way.
So, round of applause to Trump even attempting to understand what he's talking, to understand this crypto industry. He doesn't. But the effort, I give him an A for effort. Give him an A for effort. He's totally right. Biden lost primarily because he stayed behind the ball. He was always chasing the strategies of the Trump administration. They were always 1, 2, 3 steps behind the Trump's administration. When they would do something, they would react, right? When Trump administration would come out with what was an example they did during the campaign, and then they flipped on it and did the same thing. I want to say it may have been like border security and stuff. It was something. I'm like, damn, you guys are late on that. I think it was free. Oh, it was taxes, right? No tax on tips or something like that. And they literally just stole what Trump proposed and made it theirs as well. You can't do that. You know, the people are going to see through that. But to where I disagree with Trump, this is where I disagree with Trump. I disagree with Trump on the fact that he's saying that there's only going to be one winner. There's only going to be one winner in the crypto race. I disagree with him. The crypto race it can be shared and is borderless. It really is a borderless ecosystem. Sure, you would think, and he's thinking in the old framework of, oh, let's have all the crypto companies housed here, give them tax incentives, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? The whole premise of cryptocurrencies is to be decentralized and have a decentralized infrastructure, right? We're not trying to centralize the industry in one country. It is a borderless ecosystem. So a true thriving of or a true example of crypto thriving is really it everywhere. It's everywhere. People are participating in it, using dApps, decentralized apps online all over the world. There are no borders. It breaks the borders down. So he's thinking as an old school capitalist trying to centralize this thing, and you won't be able to. You won't be able to, honestly, when this thing is fully implemented the way it was designed, you won't be able to tax it in jurisdictions, because at some point you're going to have people, there are going to be enough people in the ecosystem where they don't have to go back out. You don't have to go back out to fiat off ramps. They really can only tax the on and off ramps. But they fail to realize that this thing is bigger than on and off ramps. Once it gets big enough, the off ramps and on ramps are cut off. The ecosystem works and is self-sufficient and thrives within itself. So he has it wrong in my opinion. You guys let me know. He has it wrong in looking at it as we got to make crypto great in the US. We gotta be number one in the US. Now with AI, yeah, that's a little different. AI, you do need to be ahead of the curve. Try to have companies here get to AGI first. But even then, I don't know if that's going to matter, because even if our country or companies within the United States, AI companies get AGI first, is it really going to make a difference if China is maybe a month or two behind us? It's not going to make a difference. Now you're just talking about whose AGI is better. So even that race, listen, we're in an era where technology is going to basically free the masses. It kind of started with crypto. That technology was a baby step in the direction away from the banking system, the banking cartel. Right? That was a step away from the banking cartel. That infrastructure has been laid. We can improve on that, make it more anti-fragile, make it less sufficient, because they're trying right now. That's the war. Wall Street, the banksters, they're trying to fold crypto back into the old legacy system. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. It's not it. They're attempting to do it, but it won't last and it won't work. It won't stick. Believe me, it will not stick. In 10 years, 15 years, they will not have control over the crypto ecosystem. My Crypto Space says, I agree. Once in crypto, you don't need to leave. Its ecosystem is only going to grow. Correct. Absolutely, my friend. So, that I have to agree with old Orange Man on that one. He's got, and I don't blame him. I give him an A for effort, because I tell you what, Kamala wouldn't be doing this. Biden wouldn't be doing this. You got to give him an A for effort, for sure. Got to give him an A for effort. He's just 79 years old. I mean, how much could he be at the cutting edge, like himself, be at the cutting edge with this technology? Is very unlikely. Let's take a look before we wrap up today what these markets are doing right now, because it is flopping and groping right now. We are at that line. Well, actually, we bounced off of this line. We didn't. Well, I don't know why it's not even. I'm not sure why it's not drawing here? Oh, I think I drew it on the altcoin. So I drew that line on the altcoin. I'm sure I can probably draw and back our way into this one as well. So I'm just going to draw that line, go back, scroll back, and see where this line is. Boom, found it. Right where the wink is. Hey, look at that. Hey, right where the smiley face wink emoji is. And you know why I put that wink there? Because that's all manipulation. That's all manipulation, ladies and gentlemen. That's manipulation participation. When you see stair steps like that up hourly, manipulation. Someone's buying that area to spark essentially a technical break of the 108 zone, which sparks, people. You can, in the short run, you can, and especially in small markets like crypto, you can definitely influence the charts, influence them enough to have a self-fulfilling, essentially, prophecy, a self-fulfilling action. So that's what that was. Whether it was MicroStrategy, exchanges, multiple entities colluding together, whatever the case was, it sparked it. It sparked it, and we were able to get all the way to 123, which was the all-time high was 125, but you get the picture. We've seen those manipulation attempts a few times actually in these zones down here to try to spark some type of catalyst. So, but ultimately, you can only manipulate a market for a short time until equilibrium is still sought after. And, you got to ask yourself, since we saw that manipulation happen at that zone, are we going to actually burst through to the downside of this line of 105 because that was an artificial catalyst? I don't know. All I know is that Michael Saylor is shitting in his pants right now. I tell you that much. He's nervous right now, ladies and gentlemen. So just to reiterate, this was because I didn't have the screen share, this is the line. I drew the line first, then I scrolled back, find where this bounce was that we're testing right now on Bitcoin, and lo and behold, here it is. We had an artificial stair step price action occur back on July 1st of this year that caused the rally up to all-time highs, not even $12 days later. So will we get that again? I don't know. I don't see it happening again. Now I do see a short bounce potentially at this level. You got to watch this level. Hide your stop loss below last hour candle. I will hide it probably at 10. You can go like 105.60, somewhere in that range. Give yourself some room. 105.60 range. Hide your stop there. Risk reward will be highly favorable, because if we do end up bouncing and heading higher, next stop would be previous resistance or support at 107. And most likely we'll try to go for the Trump top yet again. We'll try to get back up in that area, maybe 108, 109. That's the Trump top from January, his inauguration. That's 3% move up. That's a healthy move for you if you do get it right. Versus your risk, your loss is maybe 1.33%. So decent risk reward there. But I would have liked you to get in down here like we did on the algos. I'll show you that really quickly. Not the public algos, but some of the personal algos I'm running. Let me see if I can pull that up. Well, I can't show you on Bitcoin, but SUI for sure. I got in at 2064, and we're about to close out on that trade for a total win on that trade right there, ladies and gents. So we're going to be closing out on this for a win on SUI. So hit that like button, ladies and gents. Just sub to you on X. Sorry, I'm late. All good, lasers, man. My guy, pew, pew, pew. Shout out to him. Lasers go, pew, pew. Yeah, man. So on X, I'll be doing a stream. I was saying earlier, I'll be doing a weekly recap on MGBX global account on X only. So make sure you follow me on X and then follow. Well, I'll retweet it, but if you would like, follow MGBX on X as well. MGBX_global. I had it up here, right here. MGBX_global. I'll be doing a weekly recap over there with them. Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Don't have any trades for you today, unfortunately. Markets move way too much in advance of our live stream. We'll try again tomorrow, give you a free trade. You know, that's my goal, to give you guys a free trade so you can make some money using Scalpalytics Pro, giving you a demo of it during our live streams. Now, again, the meat and potatoes, where you really make the money using Scalpalytics, is at 9 o'clock, 9:30, opening of the U.S. time zone. I don't stream until 11. So if you want that insight, you need to sign up for Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana BNB, and I got the SUI XRP pack. All right, your veins and market gangs. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. That's our trade session for today. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trading, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just Blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why Crypto Blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic, coming through the mist, talking crypto and privacy things you can't dismiss. YouTube's wild jungle, I'm the lion, can't resist. Guiding through the blockchain, teaching about the risk. Mind your biz, don't miss. Eeny, meeny, miny biz, we on a privacy blitz. Stepping in the mix, dropping knowledge with no tricks. YouTube to the wallet, keep it tight, no leaks. Click clack, I hack the facts, that's how I attack. From Bitcoin to Monero, stacking privacy back. YouTube's got eyes, but I'm the cloak in disguise. NYB on the rise, educating the wise. Mind your biz, don't miss. Eeny, meeny, miny biz, we on the privacy blitz. Stepping in the mix, dropping knowledge with no tricks. YouTube to the wallet, keep it tight, no leaks.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around your clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.